Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health, Drink a glass of water. And today's topic, we're going to talk about a lot of YouTubers out there crying about the viewership being down. And when I say crying, I'm just joking around. But no, a lot of YouTubers are talking about how their viewership is being down right now. And I wanted to talk about that. But before I get into that, I want to talk to you guys about just me being off grid here in the jungle of Central America, having solar power on the roof, so I don't have an electrical bill, having well water, and I also have rain catchment system on the side of the house, gutters that leads into a cistern, so I don't have to worry about a water bill anymore, and I don't have any mortgage. So we also grow our own food here, mangoes, avocados, and all that good stuff, so we live sustainably. But what I'm getting at, and that all kind of ties into the video today, with viewership being down and what I'm hearing across the platform from travelers to people who are just every day walking around doing their YouTube videos, and they're saying that their views are down right now. Me personally, I'm fairly new to the content creation. I've been doing this consistently for about a year now, since last December, the end of December. And I've had a copyright strike. I've had several copyright strikes. And I notice every time after those copyright strikes, they kind of slow up the momentum and my impressions on my videos. Not only during that time does my videos slow down. Pardon the noise, I got some trees being cut down today. But not only during that time does the videos get slowed down, but the videos also get slowed down if it's certain topics that I may kind of talk about and YouTube isn't too happy about those topics being talked about. I think after those videos are put out, several videos after that, or maybe, I don't know, it seemed like it, that the videos kind of lost momentum and slowed down. And me personally, I had 2 copyright strikes, I think back in March, and then I had another one back in September. And they give you like a 90-day window period. But I think I'm kind of going off track with a lot of y'all gonna have to switch up your content. You're gonna have to become more creative. You know, just last year, people were saying that YouTube was on easy street. YouTube's on indie street. Anybody can come on here and get on YouTube, make some money, make some money, make some money. This is what a lot of people were saying. A lot of the YouTubers, they were showing how much they was making, so on and so forth. And now all of a sudden, a year later, it's my views are down. I'm shadowed with this and that and all this. You know, now people are even saying that they can't even say that. You know, it's just, my thing is, you're going to have to start becoming more creative. People are kind of tired of some of the same redundant things. Yes, they want authentic, but, you know, I think you're going to have to become a lot more creative in what you're doing and how you're delivering to the people, because it's a lot of people that is getting into YouTube and they are oversaturating that market. And when I say that market, the market where you just come on camera and you start talking sitting in your car, or you start talking driving, walking up to a park. If it's not that attractive and you aren't that catching to them, then they're just not going to continue to be engaging. You know, for me, I think that what I'm doing is working for me in regards to just everything, because, I mean, everybody's life is different. Everybody's life is ever evolving and changing. But when it comes to the YouTube thing, I think when there's just so many people doing the same exact thing, it's not going to work well for those people. You know, living off grid is not something that people do all the time. You know, living in the jungle, not having a mortgage, having a well, growing your own fruit trees, that's just not something that is done every day by the ordinary individual. And to stand out on this, you can't be ordinary. You have to be extraordinary. And that's what I am. And that's not to like toot my own horn or anything right here. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, people aren't going to continue to keep tuning in to that bullshit. And some people aren't just doing bull crap. The people that are traveling and doing all that, like, there's a lot of people doing travel vlogs too, and travel channels. And traveling is interesting, most definitely, you know. But even those people are having a problem on YouTube, as from what I'm hearing. But they're categorizing it as black YouTubers having a problem. You know, So I don't know. To me, to be honest with you, you got people like Anton Daniels. They continuing to keep pumping it out. I haven't heard him talk about the algorithm being down or his viewership being down. He's just continuing to keep putting out content. A lot of people are just putting their head down. They're continuing to keep putting out content. To me, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to keep putting out content because it's not your platform. You got to learn the system. You got to learn the game. Or you just got to continue to do what you do. Me personally, I'm going to do what I do, learn the game, make sure I can fit in where I don't fit in, which means get the hell out, which means do my own thing, which is what I'm doing, create my own lane, staying consistent in that, being present in that, being energetic in that, being authentic in that. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Not showing up as anybody else. And that's just not what I want to do. I don't ever want to be anybody else. I don't ever want to come on here trying to portray someone that I'm not. If y'all see that happening, point it out, please. Not to say that point that out. Please drop it in the comment section. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to keep being consistent. And all the new content creators out there, if you're going to, my thing is do your thing organically. Build your content up organically. I wouldn't even pay for any type advertising. I would build at least, unless you get a video that has jumped up 20, 30,000 views, maybe put some money behind that. To me personally, I can't even give you any advice. What I did was I jumped on some trends, celebrity gossip. I showed my life. I talked about several topics that I wanted to talk about. I was consistent. I've been consistent. I've done live streams of several content that I liked and where I went wrong at on that content. Excuse me. This is the good part of YouTube that I like is I won't cut that out. I'll continue and put that in my video because it is what it is. But where I went wrong on my content is, and I lost what I was saying, but that's just me. I don't think I really went wrong on my content at all. I figured it out, what to do and what not to do, what to say and what not to say, how to kind of navigate this whole system because this isn't my platform, but I do want to grow on the platform and I have to kind of be cognizant of that and make sure that I'm not getting in my own way. But at the same time, not losing myself because I don't want to treat this as a job. This isn't a job for me. My job is out here to live, to grow these plants, or they're going to grow themselves, but to take care of the soil so these plants can grow and thrive and to feed myself because I don't have any bills or expenses to take care of. So I'm not getting lost in the sauce of doing this only for the money. Although, yes, I do want to capitalize and make money on this. I'm not getting lost in the sauce of coming on here getting exhausted because I can't figure out a topic to talk about today. No, my life is a topic. What I'm doing is a topic. So I'm just going to come out here, film something of what I'm thinking, and then label it something. And then every once in a while, I'll find a nice topic that I'm passionate about and just put a label behind it and, do what I do. But no, you really can't overthink this. One thing about YouTube for me and what I like about YouTube is when you come on here and you being raw, and for the most part, yeah, I kind of clean up behind me and just kind of not having my house looking all crazy. But, when I present myself out here, basically, when I mess up on camera, it is what it is. It's a mess up. Most of us are messed up. We mess up. And that's why I leave things like that in the video. But it's also a part of me and what makes me imperfectly me. Imperfectly perfect myself. If that makes any sense. Anyway, listen, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. Drink a glass of water.